And we're getting into the grand finals right now. 0-0 to each team's name. We have Mir and Uzbeki on the left, and we have Avishan and Rivah on the right. This has been an amazing tournament, really, really long. I'm pretty sure everyone is exhausted, but we have enough hype in ourselves to witness the best of 5 series that everyone wants to see and everyone expects. Veterans in World of Warcraft DBC arena. Kargoz, Caitlin, predictions, gun to your head.
Rivah, I'm rooting for my boy Rivah. I'm gonna be honest. Rivah has been like a super big mentor for me, and a lot of people would like meme on me because I'm a content creator and stuff. And he's always defended me and been like, "Yo, Kargoz is actually cool." Like, you know, he's trying to learn and helping me out. So I got mad respect for Mir, but I'm rooting for Rivah. I think they're taking it. That's I'm throwing my hat in the ring for that. And let's get a little bit of energy in the chat, guys. You've been great. Thank you for watching and tuning in. Let's finish with the bang.
Exactly, let's finish with the bang. This is going to be an explosive series. Mir is opting at going into the corner. We have seen that from high elo rogues as well. They really like to go in that corner. You can see Uzbeki is over here, tactically placed in the pillar, and Avishan is going over there. Oh, and he actually saps him and finds him over right there. You can see the pressure is going to be... Oh, Uzbeki is in the sap, and the pressure is going to be everything going onto the Mir right now. We can probably expect the polymer going after this. Yeah, he's casting it right now with his half duration, just 3 seconds.
So much pressure on Mir, dude. Almost dead already, dude. Just on the opener. How is he possibly going to crawl out of this, man? Going for the gouge on the mage, trying to retreat. Actually not retreating. Realizes there's no point to run away. He's actually staying on the mage. Going to stem more damage that way, I guess. Looks like they're inching their way back up. The yellow bar is slowly increasing, but not for long. Oh, man, going back down. Full kidney shot on Mir, and he's so low. This is going to be... Is this it?
And he goes down.
Oh, my...
That was a very interesting opener, indeed.
It's crazy how much damage a rogue mage can put out together, man. It's truly like incredible. There's no other words.
I mean, Rivah and Avishan just put on an absolute clinic of how to beat a top tier DPR. I mean, you could make an argument that getting, you know, Mir out was a little bit lucky. But it's a balance. He was in a arguably well-known position. He hadn't popped his perception. Avishan decided he was going to pop his perception, risk it. Paid off. That's part of the game. But as soon as that happened, they just felt in the driver's seat the entire time. An absolute clinic.
Hell yeah, man! So first game going to Rivah and Avishan, man. What do you guys think? You still think Mir's gonna win, guys? I mean. You never know. Now Mir is probably taking this super seriously, facing down... Well, I guess it's not elimination yet. This is a best of 5, right, Park?
Correct. The finals are being played in best of 5 module. You heard that invitation popping in. Both teams are going to go in a grand again. 1-0 for Rivah, but this is not over. Everything is on the line. Who's going to be the winner of the 2v2 tournament? I would even say mostly prestigious on the line right here. We saw a beautiful opener on the Mir. Let's see what's going to happen in this game.
Yep. About 10 seconds out. Mounting up. Ready to party.
And the party is indeed about to start. We can see Uzbeki is 100% itching to potentially get the revenge kill. If not reverse sweep on the series. Well, not full reverse sweep. They are only 1 down.
Can I just point out that it's interesting that Rivah doesn't play Gnome? He actually... I don't know, I've never gotten his take on this. I'm going to ask him maybe like right after all this is over why he plays human on mage. But it's really cool, man. You don't see that much. Anyway, here we go. Pushing out Mir. Is this going to be a feign of aggression or is he really just going for it? He goes for it, playing super aggressive, gets the trinket immediately. Avishan gets resapped though. Are they going to do a different strat here and go for Uzbeki possibly? They're opening hard on Uzbeki.
Yeah, you can see Avishan is going to reset still. He's behind the pillar. He's going to be resetting 100%. And he does get to reset. Meanwhile, over there, you can see Mir is trying to get back into the action, really. All the pressure is on Uzbeki, but it's not sticking really that hard.
It's really not, dude. Uzbeki looking so thick right now. That desperate pair, though, making all the difference, though, right? Because not a dwarf there. He would probably have to use more, be in a worse position. Doesn't look like the strat to swap to the priest is working that well as of yet, but mage still has a decent amount of mana.
Right now, you can see Mir is getting CS right there and possibly into KS full duration, and he trinkets that, and he really wants to get into Rivah, who opts into an ice block, and there is an MD removed, maybe a cleanse. Nah, that's gonna be a full blind. All she wrote. Eviscerate.
Wow.
Oh, nice. He was sick,
super well played, man. Well, oh man, it's so crazy, the rogue little finesse game at the beginning of every match, you know? It's just, that's TBC for you, and just the snap decision making to just trinket this, and just knowing what that script is. You just see this .exe, you know, just playing out right there. The decision to swap to the priest, though, what do you think, chat? Didn't look too worth it. That priest was, he was pretty healthy, and the dwarf priest, I'm telling you, they're nightmare fuel for double DPS comps, man. Nothing worse.
Yeah, very a proper thick boy there on the priest. I mean, I think that match was, you know, certainly for Avishan's point of view, was heavily dictated by his initial choice to trinket the opening sap. Obviously, he gets the return sap onto Mir, but he's then playing with no trinket, and Mir has blind the entire match. There's a little moment right at the very end where, as Mir trinkets the full kidney shot, you see actually Avishan vanishes, and I'm fairly sure he was attempting to vanish the blind, which he assumed was going to be coming. That seems like the logical decision for that vanish there. But yeah, when you've already used your trinket, you know he's got blind. You know, Mir is definitely in a position of power in the, you know, the pure rogue versus rogue matchup at that point.
Absolutely, man. So it's one a pop, huh? Still got some life in the series, man. The grand finals.
One a pop, grand finals, game 3. Let's get into it right now. As we're on a loading screen, you can see this is going to be a Blade Edge this time.
Blade's Edge, huh? Probably the least popular arena, no? I feel like it's picked the least. I wonder why.
It's the most complicated. It has you know, an additional dimension to it, literally insofar as it has an up and a down. I think I've said this before on previous streams, but if you look across the board in esports, especially for example in CS:GO, you know, there's a map called Cache there, which is notoriously tricky to play on because it has this, you know, it has these multiple layers to it, as opposed to just being, you know, a 2D plane. And as soon as you put those, you know, that third dimension onto a map, it becomes trickier to play on, harder to learn, but also if you can really dominate and specialize it, I think it does give you a significant advantage. So I'll be interested to see if, as TBC develops, whether we do actually see people, you know, especially practicing Blade's Edge, you know, particularly shamans. I love it as a shaman. I love the way terms work on it.
Absolutely, and we're at the moment of truth now. The match should start any second now. They're pushing out of the gate. Let's see how the rogues choose to do this. Avishan cutting directly through. He's going to get me right here. Something's happening. Yellow classes are hitting yellow classes.
Yes, into KS right now, and that was a kick. Nice execution right there. He really wants to go into Avishan and really push as much pressure as he can. You can see Avishan is sitting right there. He does not have a trinket. That means he's going to be full blind, potentially a sap. Nah, that's going to be a fear. No sap coming through. He's actually, look at this, they're putting all of the pressure on him. Rivah is trying to DPS as much as he can and control, but nothing is happening. This is just beautiful execution from Uzbeki.
Wow.
Clinical, completely, absolutely clinical. Fear, sheep, blind. The sheep was there. I mean, they managed to play around it.
I feel like you know, when you're queuing twos and stuff, and you have a matchup that you're fighting a lot, and it just feels oppressive, and there's no way to win.
Avishan did 0 damage. I'm sorry to jump in. Avishan literally did 0 damage.
Actually,
wait,
0
what? What was it? Just like CS chaos blind into reopen? What?
That was clinical execution right there.
Man.
Over to the bracket and take a look. This is 2-1 for Uzbeki versus Rivah. That means
holy smokes, dude.
Uzbeki wins together with Mir the next match. That's GG.
Yeah.
This is potentially the last game.
Yeah, this is potentially the last game. So here's the thing. I mean, doesn't it feel like they had a breakthrough though? Like Uzbeki and Mir, they're talking in comms right now, and they're just saying, Rivah always opens like this, or Avishan always does this, because that was very decisive. And the last game was
the intro into that map. The intro into that map was just so clutch from here. The rogues, man, they really can make it look like it's a completely different game, really.
I mean, there's nothing more. You know, that's the equivalent, I think, of a perfect in Street Fighter. You know, when you are playing against a mage rogue, and the rogue does 0 damage to you. But I mean, we've said it. You know, we said it sort of early on in the cast when we were talking about Mir, and you know, one of his strengths is this man has the best sap in the world. Maybe he's not the best rogue. We can challenge on that, but I do not think anybody is as good at sapping as him. He just seems to make it effortless every single time.
And the Vanish mind games too, right? It's not even this. Well, I guess that's part of it, like you said, yeah. But just the understanding of the stealth game, I feel like Mir is unmatched there. I've never seen him. Well, maybe not never, but he very, very rarely gets out finessed on that stealth battle at the beginning, right? Have you noticed that?
This is potentially the last match of the tournament, the last match of the series, grand finals. This is it. Rivah was knocked out by Mir and Uzbeki before. He beat Icy Fresh in the lower bracket, the losers bracket. He made it into the grand finals. Yes, he has secured the 2nd place, but I'm pretty sure they want to secure that 1st place as well. If they get 3-1, they win. Let's get some hype. Let's see. Who do you want to win, guys? Mir, Uzbeki, or Rivah, Avishan? Let's see some chat action as we have 10 seconds on the clock before we enter this match.
This is it, boys. Maybe the final one. Send him your energy. Could this be it? Avishan pushing out the gate. Mir already sprinting.
And we can see Avishan is going to actually pull back all the way over there. Not really. Oh, and he gets sapped.
What? How did Mir see him from there? What? Blink shadow step deep into the starting room and gets him?
Oh, look, there was a polymorph on Uzbeki as well, and there is going to be Blizzard to slow him down. And there is a Frostball on Uzbeki. They're not allowing him to really join the fight because Mir is also in a poly, and they're going to reopen on Mir. Right there, early pain suppression. Uzbeki is not allowing any meaningful damage going to go through. Right there, you can see he's still very, very chunky and healthy. PS is going to go down right now. Mir wants to take revenge onto Rivah. Oh, and the spell that ice block from Rivah, and there you go. There is that mana shield. There is a frost ward, I believe, but that's not going to do much. And there is one eviscerate on the table that is going to execute Rivah and secure him the winner spot. Oh my gosh!
Oh, that's it.
This is it. All she wrote.
Oh wow. Man. Congratulations to Mir and Uzbeki. Woo, man, the overlords continue to reign supreme, right? You know, it's true what they say about Mir and Uzbeki, man. They're beast mode, man.
Indeed, they are. And let's take a look a little bit on the bracket in the post-analysis of the tournament.